guys, I'm Alexi. So we're going to talk about how to set up the rower before you get started, which is very, very important. So there's a couple key things before you even sit down. Well, you want to sit down first, but then what you want to do is you need to set up your feet. Okay, so it's really important because if they're too high, you're only going to be using your quads and not incorporating your posterior at all. And if they're too low, then you're on your toes, which you don't want to do. So the first thing is, how do you know where it should be? This strap down here should be at the very top of the laces of your shoes. So if you're not wearing normal shoes like Vibrams or any others, you want to make sure that it's over the ball of your foot, not your toes, not the arch. So for me, I set it to about 4 or 5. And these are, so again, you have the strap right over at the top of the laces. Most men set it to 5 or 6, which is the very top one. And then women, you got to figure out how small your feet are. Okay, that's the first step. The next one is that setting it up. So once you set your feet, you want to make sure you set your body. So set your body, make sure you're sitting on your rear end, not on your tailbone. If you sit on your tailbone like this, that's how you're going to row. You're going to do this. Not good. Okay, so sitting on your tailbone, very good. Now, before you start rowing, okay, we've set up our feet, we've set up our rear end, you want to set up the machine, okay? So the fan, which is over here, which we call the damper, okay? So you see all these numbers over here. Just like any other machine, the lower the number, the lighter it's going to feel, the higher the number, the heavier it's going to feel. So 1, really, really light. 10 feels like you're deadlifting 300 pounds. Okay. For most women, I say for most workouts, set it up at about 3 or 4. So between right about there. For men, 5 or 6. That's a good enough weight so that you can get the numbers that you want on the machine. Okay. Last thing is the monitor. So really quickly, so you can understand what the monitor is. To turn it on, with the new ones, you hit the menu back button. Okay, very simple. And then if you want to just start rowing, hit just row. Okay, this is a weird screen. This is what most people will see. Things to understand is that I'll pull some numbers up so you guys can see it. So the top is time. The one on the right is strokes per minute. You don't want those to be too crazy high. Usually 30 range, in the 30s is good. The middle number is your time per 500 meters. So the lower it is, the better you're doing. Bottom number right here is meters rowed. Pretty simple. If you want to set it up for calories, you just hit change units. That's your average 500. Now we have it at watts. Now we have it at calories. You can change the display for various things as well. And if you hit the menu back button, if you have a certain distance you need to row, select workout, new workout, single distance, interval distance. You can set rest. You can do all these things. So interval distance, 500 meters, 2 minutes of rest. Hit the check mark, you're ready to go. That's pretty much it. So that's how you set it up. If you have any questions, just ask. You're not going to ruin these things, I promise you. Have a good one.